that is constant growth model. In this model, the basic assumption is the dividend will grow at the same rate into an indefinite future. So the dividend will be growing at the same constant rate. So then we are going to use this formula, that is P0 is equal to D1 divided by R minus G. R is written, that is which return? Required rate of return, and G stands for growth rate, and D1 is a dividend. So what is the importance of this model? Very simple, one assumption, okay, dividend will be growing at a constant rate, there will be no deviation. Actually this model may not be possible because every year dividend will change, but when the dividend growth is constant, then we are going to use this formula. So that is a basic fundamental assumption here. The dividend will grow at the same rate into an indefinite future, we don't know how many years. Are understanding? If this is a assumption or this kind of situation comes, we are going to use this formula. P naught is equal to P naught in the sense present value. See, in all the models what we are finding? We are finding the intrinsic value, or it is also called as present value. So P naught stands for present value, D1 that is dividend divided by R. R is required rate of return. Okay. So as I told you before, required rate of return is dependent on individual. So I may require 10%, you may require 15% required rate of return. So how it changes? Again the value of the present value, that is P naught, will also change, right? Say D1 divided by R minus G, okay, G is a growth rate and D1 is next year dividend. We shall solve one problem on this. I hope you written, or else yeah, you can write down this two-stage growth model. Hi students, welcome back. I am going to teach this problem in this session. So this is a very important problem to evaluate the stock or a share. So whenever you come across any kind of questions, first you need to finalize which model you are going to use. So because we have multiple models, right? 1 year models, constant growth model, two-stage model, three-phase model, right? So when you read the question, you should able to understand which model need to be applied. Okay. I'll read out this question and make you understand what has been asked. Then let us understand how to use, or which model to use and how to solve this. The company ABC's next year dividend per share is expected to rupees 3.5. So solution. So given D1 next year, see, try to understand, next year dividend. So D1 is equal to 3.5. The dividend in subsequent years is expected to grow at the rate of 10%. So 10% every year. If the required rate of return, that is R, is 15%, okay, what should be its price? And also G is given, constant growth rate is given, that is 10%. Present value is, the market price is 75. So we need to find out what? P0. Okay. So already we know the formula. P0 is equal to D1 divided by R minus G. Correct? So what is D? D1 3.5. Required rate is 0.15 minus growth rate is 0.1. So P0 is equal to 3.5 divided by 0.05. So answer P0 is equal to 70. Now market price is rupees 75, but calculated value is 70. So what you're going to do? What is your plan of action? Market price is 75, calculated value is 70. So calculated value, intrinsic value, whatever you call, I call it as P naught, is less than the present market price. What is the action? You should not buy because it is overpriced. As per your calculation, it should be how much? 70. If you are getting less than this in the market, your decision will be you are going to buy it. But calculated value is 70, market price is 75, which is overpriced. So your decision is not to buy. That's it. Clear? Any doubt? So why you use this model? Because when you come across like this, expected growth at the rate of 10% per year, that means it's a every year 10% growth, then that is which model? Constant growth model. Any doubt up to this? Right now. Written? Shall we go for the next problem? Is this easy? Right. So only thing is you should know how to use the models, and also you should be knowing which model need to be applied. Done. So in this it is very clear that they given two-stage model. What is the estimated price according to the two-stage model? Assume that this statement is not given in this question. Assume. Okay. By reading the given data, we can able to find out whether it is a two-stage model or three-stage model. So what happens in two-stage model? Dividend will grow in two stages. The first stage may be first 3 years, there will be some growth. Fourth year onwards, a constant growth for infinity. Is it clear? So let me read out the question. The return of ABC company at the present, the return present, okay, it is 21%. This is assumed to continue for next 5 years. So 21%. This is first stage. So what is the duration of first stage? 5 years. For 5 years, the growth rate, dividend growth rate is 21. And after that, it is assumed to have a growth, assumed. See, everything is assumption, huh? We don't know. Assumed to have a growth rate of 10. This is second stage dividend growth rate, 10%. Is it clear? So then, indefinitely for n number of years, we don't know how many years. The dividend paid for the year 2011 and 12 is 32. That means that for that particular year, 32%. The required rate of return, this is required rate of return, R is 20%, and the present price is 57. What is the estimated price? That is P naught, we need to find out. So here it is very easy because they are given two-stage model. If even assuming that this statement is not given in the question, we can find out it is a two-stage model. We should be able to find out. So in two-stage model, there will be given two dividend rates. Growth of first stage dividend rate and the next dividend rate. This is how we need to find out whether the given problem belongs to two stage. Can please anyone help me out to write down the formula? P naught is equal to summation D naught 1 plus GS. Now, stage by stage we shall solve. Okay. First, we can find out this part. Okay. Then we can find out this whole part. Then we can add the two answers. Is it okay? So the first step, we shall take up summation d naught 1 plus gs raised to t whole divided by 1 plus r s raised to t. Before that, let me write down the given. Okay. So what is this 21%? See, that is first stage growth. See here gs, please listen, afterwards you can write down growth rate. There will be a two different growth rate, that is dividend growth rate. The first stage growth rate is called as gs, or you can take it as ga, a b c. Instead of gs you can take it as a ga, that is also okay. In some textbook they are going to follow this, some textbook they will be having ga, then this will be gb instead of gn. But in this formula, gs means the growth rate of first stage, right? gn means second stage growth rate, and we know r is required rate of return. So what is this 21%? gs is equal to 21%, that is nothing but 0.21. Next, t is equal to 5. T is equal to 5. The first stage, okay, t is equal to 5. And after that, it is assumed to have a growth rate 10%. What is this 10%? G n is equal to 0.1. The dividend paid for the first year, that is d naught is 32. Okay, 32%. It is also called as, no, wait. It should be, there is a mistake, sorry, rupees 3.2. Change this. Dividend is 3 point. I'll tell you how to use this, I'll tell you. Okay. So first we'll go for this part. Required rate of return, R is 20%, 0.2. Step 1, only take down this part. Step 1, it is a summation, correct? So summation for how many years? So this is, we can write down t is equal to 1. So we need to take down up to 5 years. I am taking this part. Step number 1. So d naught is nothing but 3.2 1 plus g s 0.21 rise to 1 ಇಂದ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್, ಡಿವೈಡೆಡ್ ಬೈ 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್ 0.2 ರೈಸ್ ಟು 1 ಪ್ಲಸ್, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆನಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು t is equal to 1 ಅಂತ ಯಾಕೆ ತಗೊಂಡೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆ ತರ 2 3 4 5. Now tell me, go step by step and find out. You can add all this. Let me know the final answer of this. Is it 16.40? First part done. Everyone, 16.40. This part answer is 16.40. Now we should take up this. Very easy. I will take this. Okay. Then I will stop. Okay. So dn plus 1. What is the meaning? The second stage dividend 3.2. See, I am writing now, I am solving the step 2. step 2. So dn, that is 3.2, correct? For next stage, what is the growth rate? 10%. How to write down 1 plus 0.1? So dn plus 1 should be written like this, 3.2. This is 10% because next growth rate is 10%. Then divided by RS. What is RS? Required rate of return 20% minus GN 0.1 into 1 divided by 1 plus RS required rate of return 0.2 rise to ಅದು ಯಾಕೆ ಬರ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. See, that is what this is, dividend for the next period n plus 1. Are understanding? N plus 1. So 3.2, it should be a growth of 10%. Are understanding? See, the meaning of dn plus 1 is nothing but the dividend for the next period with growth. What is the growth? 10%. That's why we have to write 3.2 into 1 plus 0.1. So just write down, okay, and again I'll explain in the next class. Write down this and solve the problem.